Hello guys, long time no see. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but starting from this set and future sets, I'll be releasing tier list video, starting from first day of the patch or one day before the patch to basically like get an idea of like what's good before you guys play the patch so you guys can climb. Okay, so this tier list is mainly for the PBE final cycle before it releases onto live, so there might be a couple changes. But I'm just gonna like rank the comp that are performing and comp that you should practice for live server. And starting with like the most consistent comp, I think this comp is the line is way too safe. There's way too many bailout, and that would be Aphelios because fights are really long in early sets, so people usually offer like win-2 comps or comps that are gonna end the game really fast to counter the win-2 comp, the scaling comps. So Aphelios with like Vanguards and Bruiser also has a built-in scaling trait with Marksman. It's very, very good. This spot used to be Zeri's, but Zeri got nerfed multiple times, and now she's only playable with the golden hex hex core. Wait, is it hex core? Uh, exotech item. Yeah. So Aphelios, by far best performing. If you are planning to like play consistently to climb, this guy can flex the two best frontline right now, which is Bruisers and Vanguards, and yeah, solid option. When you're contested Aphelios, I would pivot to Urgot, so you can just like fast 9 because you have so much resource from Oxforce, and the comp is generally cheap if you're playing the Vanguard version. Um, otherwise, you just play like the Bruiser version and flex Aphelios Zeri, which is pretty solid also. Okay, so the next spot would be given to Annie. So Annie, I know is a Samira check, but even though it's a Samira check, this comp is way too stabilized on level 8, and unless you get contested, even if you get contested, Yumi 2 can stabilize the amp strategist board pretty well. The moment you hit any 2, you just transfer the Yumi element to any, and you should cap out on Samira. But yeah, any comp that uses Oxforce or like, you get Oxforce early game, it scales. It like snowballs so well. Yeah. Let's see. Next comp. Well, this comp is like the Aphelios comp, but the reason why they're separated because there's the anima version. Not so much focus on like the Vanguard's Bruiser frontline, but like just anima snowball into top 4 comp, which is Saya. You can flex Saya Aphelios carry in this one also. It's just that it's under Aphelios because it's not that flexible if you're optimizing into the anima line. Yeah. The next one is shouldn't be a surprise. We know this comp very well. Yep. Executioners. Vex is by far the most dominant comp in PB. It got nerfed multiple times. It even got a rework, and yeah, well, it's still an A tier because it was bugged for a while, so we wouldn't play it that much. So didn't pay much attention to it. But the units in this comp, Rengar, Grace, Vex, Urgot, they're all like insanely overtuned, and you also cap out like Renekton. Yeah, and there's so much spot in this comp where you go like Divinicore and Executioner Vertical. Uh, too many carries also. Like if you don't hit Vex, you can play Varus 3 carry. Varus 3 is also like super stabilized. The reason why I don't list Varus, I'll tell you later. But yeah, Vex very OP. I mean, we could just head straight to Graves. Where is he? Yeah, so Graves has also been nerfed multiple times. He even got 2 Oxfords nerfed. He is by far, I think, like the second strongest two cost reroll carry. We'll get into the next one after. Um, he's here even though he's not that strong anymore because how you stabilize off grade 2 into like level 3, not level 3, level 7, and roll for like the 3 cost for Rengar and Varus, and the comp will feel just as good as before. It's just that you don't need to like roll all your gold on 6 for grade 3 anymore. You play it like Quick Striker, where you hit grade 2, decent amount of units on your board, get some Ox for a second, and then roll over 7, so roll on 7. And cap out on like 3 server, 3 server guy. So the other 2 cost real comp that is really, really strong and under the radar. I don't think this comp's getting nerfed at all. Maybe I'm wrong, but they do a really good job. They would tweet it out a bit. TF. Double Gwinsu TF, or like even like Gwinsu like JG, another damage element him, it's fine. But like double Gwinsu TF with like Gunblade, JG, it's so broken. If you have fought against this card before, you know what I'm talking about. You play syndicates into 5 syndicates, and you would just hat the TF and ROM until you had MM2, then you hat the MF and TF if you feel like you have enough frontline. This comp does so much damage, and even though when I play this comp, I sometimes forget to buy a bit MR shred, I still stomp the lobby, or like at least get top 3. It's so broken. It's like the comp ignores frontline. That's the most broken part about it. So when you feel like there's a lot of hard frontline to get through, TF or Fiddlesticks would be like a good option for you to angle toward. If you don't have Shred personally, because like TF can bypass frontline and Fiddlesticks just ignore the frontline, and he also has better Shred. So let's get to the next comp. I think Fiddlesticks, even through all the nerfs, is still good. People got baited into building BT Fiddlesticks, which is kind of funny. But this guy never needed BT, never will. Since he nerfed his damage by a lot, you will have to force to be building 3 damage element on him now, which is the correct way to play him in the first place. The only reason why BT Fiddle looked so good before is because his damage overtuned, and people didn't realize that BT is completely useless in this guy. But yeah, and Fiddle you still play with like the bruiser board. Yeah, nothing changed. The techie board is terrible. Don't play Fiddlestick and techie. That's a bait. What other comp? Okay, another 2-3 cost real comp I would say is the Dino board. So reason why I don't want to put a unit here because like there's so many ways to play this T-Rex, but like this T-Rex, if you get good opponent, it's S tier. But well, I just think he's belonging A tier because well, you can never really like get him a contestant unless like somehow the lobby didn't have like a what do you call nitro opener. But yeah, the T-Rex super consistent. The units are strong, and well, it scales to late game. So I don't see how this T-Rex can ever be put on the B tier unless they Giga nerf it. Very OP. It's a good fun line, good damage. Well, also like a free unit for the game. Pretty strong. You usually play it with Jin into Elise or into the amp version if you have enough gold. Like let's say you snowball really hard, you can just snowball to amp to be your primary carry. That's also fine. But most people use Jin into Elise. But yeah. The next one would be I mean let's cover the tree cost. Next one would be Yumi. Well, Yumi kind of hard. Because this unit fits in every board. She is a strategist, she's an anima, and she's an amp. So most of the time, you're not gonna get Yumi uncontested. And one of the reasons she's an A tier because there's this augment that's coming back called Blueberry, and it is absolutely broken on Yumi. You can basically hit Yumi 2. Even Yumi 1 can get you to level 9. Yeah, she is an A tier mainly because of that, but also because of her trait. You if you feel like you cannot hit Yumi 3, you can just hit Yumi 2 into any same comp, just flexing the carries. And yeah, another treat cost. This one, I know I might get flamed for this because this guy should be an S tier, but I'm putting him in A tier because you know you're never getting Cypher for free. This show is beyond broken. The reason why Zed's not in here because I mean you just play the same comp anyways. Draven, Zed, whatever, Bastions. This guy number is way too high, and well, if you get him uncontested, you're probably going first or second, or like minimum top 3. for free because um even if you play normally, like he is stronger than Zeri already, and I feel like he have a Cypher cash out. Well, this comp just go beyond cap, and he should be in S tier, but I don't like putting him in S tier because of how inconsistent it can be. Because the Cypher player can just beef all your Draven, and you can't do anything about it. But yeah, well, solid A tier. Just know that this comp is very broken and are most likely to get nerfed. Maybe even before live come out. Yeah, you build him like a traditional AD carry, but just need IE on him. IE is the most important one, important item because of all of his spells. Let's see, what's the next comp? Another 3 cost comp probably. Jinx. Jinx is very flexible, and the reason why she's so good because 4 marksman is very good, and you can basically play her in the traditional um reroll comp where you can reroll for like 4 bruiser, 4 marksman, or you can play her in like Sheet Demon when you play um Trifecta, Rengar, Jinx. You can also do that with Blizzard comp, but like let's say you just have a spot for Sheet Demon, you can also play like Jinx, Rengar, dual carry. Uh, what other version is there? There's also like there's also like the marksman Vanguard version, but like that one is kind of awkward because like Braum is so contested, you can't really hit Jinx 3, Braum 3. But yeah, just know this unit is like very flexible. It's one of the more flexible reroll comp, and she should be permanent A tier. She would be S tier if she's uncontested, like if she's unpopular. But I don't think this unit can ever be unpopular because of her traits. But yeah, very strong. I would recommend putting IE Shogun on her, and third item is whatever. It's just whatever item you have at a time, probably. But very strong unit. Try her if you want to like learn how to play reroll, because I think this is one of the most stabilized 2-star board you can have. When you hit Jinx 2 like 2-star online, very strong. Let me see if I missed anything. Well, I think this unit, well, it's like the most controversial unit. Like, where do you put Zeri? D tier because you have had bad experience with her. S tier because you've lost to unkillable Zeri boards. Oh, fucking mid tier because you don't want to play her anymore. You don't want to deal with her. I think she deserves like an A tier spot because let me explain. Whenever you want to play Zeri, you would just have like the perfect EXO item for her and an insane spot. Like let's say you cash out Cypher and into like Bastion and Draven Zeri duo carry with like radiant item and stuff. That's when you want to play Zeri. So this unit, it's not a unit you want to raw force, but like when you play her, she is A tier because if you play her correctly, she should never be an under you unoptimal line. Don't force her with like some trash exotech item. Uh, that's the only way she is garbage. But yeah, there's 2 usable item on her. It's a yellow one and a red one. I don't know what they're called at the moment because like it's still early into the set. But yeah, you know what I mean. I want to execute and I want to shed armor. Yeah, she is very good still. Don't ignore her. She is like the number 1 low roll punisher because her front to back is very nasty. Because she have basically infinite ramping DPS. She's only weak when there's a lot of assassins and you're forced to build Gunblade when you play her. So it's mainly because like most assassins nowadays are designed to like hit lowest HP unit, so you get poked down, they just get one tap because her frontline are bruiser and Bastion usually, so she's most likely to be lowest HP, but she's always the first one to get targeted. But yeah, B tier Ziggs. I know some of you might be thinking, why is it B tier and Annie's A tier even though they're the same comp? If you put item on Zig, you're getting lower placement because this unit got nerfed multiple times. He used to be very OP. I mean, he's still good right now, but like, well, I still think this unit is trash without his numbers being good because like any offer frontline damage from Golden Ox and your items are more flexible. Like you're building a Shogun, you know, uh, sure you can go Ziggs or brand. But like sometimes you're forced to build blue buff because of Yumi, right? So like Yumi with blue buff is much stronger mid game and go straight into any. This Zig unit is just, I mean, he's just weaker, man. Strategist got nerf, Zig got nerf, so yeah, now he's like he's not as good, but still playable. MF. The reason why MF is B tier and not A tier or above is because this unit, unlike Zeri, unlike Vex, unlike Zaya, unlike Annie, is trash on 1-star. Like you've seen Zeri 1-star do like some damage, like at least like kill a bunch of units, right? MF 1-star, absolutely trash. Well, you wouldn't even put item on her unless you have a Gen 1, but like most of the time your item should be on Gen 2 before MF2. And this unit is usually dual carry with Zeri, and she also played the most contested unit in the comp, which are TF, Braum. TF not contested, but like Braum, Sejuani, are usually contested, and MF is also contested in other comps. But yeah, this unit need a lot, and you are rolling on 4-2. So by that time, a lot of Brahms are probably gone. And if you cannot hit Braum too, like yeah, it's kind of suck. But usually play her in the TF Hero comp, and that's a much more stable comp than just like Dynamo Syndicate. And I think this unit alone is pretty trash. Uh, your highest cap would be like into Aurora and hooking in like legendary units. But yeah, when you get the high cap, it's still very good. But just playing toward her feels pretty average or like below average, I would say. Speaking of below average and average, Bran. This unit can sometimes crank, but can sometimes completely whiff. I mean, just how he's designed. Uh, you can play it in vertical street demon or vertical techie, but I just don't like having items with him because I don't know, like he just seems weak. Yeah, and then it's hard for him to kill units also because he doesn't have like a he's not ulting the unit he's hitting, right? So yeah, I mean he just feels pretty bad, general. But yeah, we're not gonna go too deep into that. People are gonna get mad at me because I know you guys have a lot of problem with Vayne. You got Vayne PTSD from like the reroll players, like the infinite 2 damage Vayne just killing your frontline. I think she's B tier. I feel like she's only good when the lobby is low tempo, and well, let's say you don't hit Vendry. I mean, most of the time you're still gonna hit Vendry, but like let's say you hit Vendry, but like you're 30 gold level 6 on 4-2, stuff like that. You're behind tempo, and Vayne cannot kill. Let's say like a strong frontline board, like a bruiser board, a 6 Vanguard board. She would need her other dual carries to help her with that, right? And that would be usually like Senna, Zed, Shaco, stuff like that. So, I feel like she is nerfed to the point where the comp is actually strong as a 2-star real comp, but not strong CF. And even though she's stronger than Graves is not relying on Graves. He's relying on other executioners. So I don't know. I feel like every time I roll into a Vayne, like I just stomp her, and she get frontline check and get out here. She don't have enough damage. She does have a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that's just like the lobbies are a lot weaker in PB. People are trying to fast 9, fast 10. And yeah, I don't know if she will be as stabilized on live, but she could be between B next year. So like yeah, I just want to put her in B tier to be safe. Um, because she does come with quite a lot of risk when you play her. Um, you need good items. Like her items are not flexible. You need very good items. Winsu IE is ideal. But like Luna is also fine. But yeah, same with Senna. Same with Vayne is Senna. Senna is a 3-cost version that doesn't do true damage, but she is a Slayer and she does a lot of damage. She has the highest base 80 in the game, and I mean she had 0.6 attack speed, but her raw 80 just like take care of her attack speed, like makes up for it. And usually you play with Senna when you have the Runes augment. But like outside the Runes augment, I see people building Gunsung IE. but like this unit just never feel like she does enough damage. She lacks a dual carry, and usually you make it up by having like the say vertical comp or you know vertical dividend core, Senna max dual carry into her gut. Or you can also play a dividend core Z with Senna. I just don't like playing around her unless I have the category 5 augment so I can build a bunch of blue dance and fast 9 into Urgot. But yeah, eh, I feel comfortable putting her B tier. I feel like if I put her in A tier, people might get baited and then start flaming me. But I also get flamed for like putting Senna and Vayne in B tier, so that's whatever. Um, well, this one you can't really argue. Veigar C tier. We know that he's C tier. Don't argue. We played this Veigar unit with vertical Teki or Cyberboss, and yeah, he trash. You like to play Veigar? You can play Veigar. No one's gonna contest you unless they're also trash. Same with LeBlanc. This unit can go infinite with Blueberry, but without Blueberry, I mean, with Blueberry you play into LeBlanc Yumi anyways, but without Blueberry, well, she is trash, very trash. Let me rename this D tier into um Arrow Augment. So the strongest Arrow Augment would be Gragas, and he is the best unit. That he's the most stabilized unit on 3-star out of on 2-star out of all the hero augments because none of them stabilize on 2-star. Maybe Kane, but like Kane mid game is very good. But oh, if you play this augment, you know how disappointed you get when you 3-star Kane. By the time you 3-star Kane, this unit just does absolutely nothing. He gets no reset. Uh, well, he doesn't do anything. I feel like he is very underpowered. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll rank him last. But let's get to like the other one first. Vi, you play her with Vanguard. You play her into Marksman carries, and she is a really good backline disruptor. So if you want to build her as a backline disruptor, you go Titans, um, BT, Derek, just like the old Vi. You can build IE if you want her to be an assassin back in the backline, but I like her as a disruptor, and I just want her to keep ulting the backline, CCing them, stuff like that, and that's why I like to build her tank. Just go vertical vanguards into marksman, pretty good. Silas, same thing. Just instead of a vertical, instead of backline disruptor, he is a scaling frontline. I usually get putting Archangel BT on him, double Arch BT. It's fine. You also go Titans if you want to. You don't have like spare components, but I like both for my backline carry. You play the same comp pretty much. Uh, and yeah, he's like the AP version of Vi. All right, next one. Poppy Jax. Jax, it depends on your, exotic item, but often he is paired with Zeri, and yeah, I mean, if you pair with Zeri, uh, you either have to play like vertical exotech to get exo item for both, or be down exotech item. And it's just like this unit, you don't really know how good it can be because Bastion is so bad, and this offline is so bad right now. It used to be very good. Like Jax would be like a free top 4, I would say, because Bastion's there is so strong. But I don't know, it's hard to grade Zac and Poppy because they're both Bastion. But Poppy, you play her in like the cyber. You can play her pretty much like flex. You can play her into Bastion, Cyber Boss, to 4 or 5 costs. She's an AP, like they're both AP, but like um she's like raw AP. You go like JG, Hodge on her, and then decap or something like Spark or Crown Guard, whatever. She's a snowball champ. If you hit a lot of Poppy, I would take the Poppy off and just fast 9 into Nunu 2. Other than that, like this unit is kind of trash. I'm gonna be honest. Kane, Ras, with Sky, trash. Yep. Well, he is one of the most contested units because Vanguard is so popular. His 2-star does scam a few rounds in mid game. but by the time you hit 3-star, you're getting LCL already. This unit does not do enough for a 3-star hero augment. He does not feel like Vander. His kit basing him up his kit is based off him getting resets, and bro, this guy does not get any reset, man. He is worthless. Units are not squishy enough for him to, spam cast and be a infinite scaling assassin. I think they should design him differently. Like he just scale every time he ult, and you know get reset if he ults a single unit instead of like getting a kill. Because this guy is, well, if you played before, you know he is trash, and that's pretty much the tier list. I'll be posting more tier lists starting like next patch, and yeah, look forward to it. That 14 PB pre-final patch. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Like and subscribe.